Usually I give out a bag, right? Look, but you got a sign that says, Drake, I spent my furniture money on your 2 shows, ONeal for life, right? My manager is my DJ, right? Is he over there? He's right there? You know what, my man? Your furniture money, I'm gonna give you 50 bands tonight because I love you. Make sure he gets his money tonight.
Let me start off by saying this. I am a huge fan of Drake. I honestly just took my whole team and family and friends to go see his concert. Not 2 of them, just 1, you know. And I mean, one of the best concerts I've ever been to. The man knows how to put on a show. He knows how to make an entrance. I mean, shoot, we was here in DC. He brought down Kevin Durant. Like, oh, it was amazing. It was absolutely an amazing show. So this is not a knock towards Drake, but I'm highly disappointed in this whole situation. I really am. I recently posted this on my Instagram and I got attacked in the comments and said, you know, let me make a reaction video here on YouTube and further explain why I responded the way that I responded. My reaction was to both the young individual who spent her furniture money, right, to purchase 2 tickets to 2 different shows within the same weekend. And then another part of my reaction was to Drake for blessing, quote unquote, that foolishness. Now listen, let's rewind. I understand people's values, people's morals will be different, but my job is to assess money situations and give advice on it. If you saved up a while to go purchase furniture in a place that you live, right? That to me is more important than going to a concert to be entertained by a multi-millionaire, and we're helping them build more wealth, we're helping them build legacy, and we're not helping ourselves have a place to sit our behinds in our own homes. To me, that was a very unwise, uneducated move when it comes to finances. Now, I know you're probably sitting there saying, okay, Anthony, I rock with you on that part. That was unwise. But why are you tripping on Drake? It is not the fact that Drake has the money and he gave her the money for that foolishness. It is the bigger picture at all, right? When you look at it, what he simply showed the world was, yo, if you gamble on me, yo, if you take a chance on me, yo, if you go through anything with me, you may get a bag. And here's the truth. That is a 1% chance that will actually happen to you. To you. To you. It is almost, I'm not gonna say impossible, but it is almost a negative that it will happen. If that woman would have left that concert, she was going back home, right? With nothing, with no furniture, with nothing. And what this guy did, Drake, who I love, what he did was, I'm going to bless your foolish move. I'm going to give you a bag for doing something foolish. Now, you know, my friend, my mentor, Dave Ramsey, man, he would have said probably a lot of different things. And so I'm not gonna call this person stupid. What I am gonna say is, if I was in Drake's position, and I've actually been in this position when I think it was earlier this year, my team would tell you, man, we had a young lady say, hey, I can't afford to get into your course. It was like $500. Are you cool with me putting on a credit card? I told her, absolutely not. As much as it will benefit me and my company to get you to come in and pay $500 and then you got to deal with that debt part, I said, no. Because I have influence, what I'm not going to do is sit here and tell you to make a foolish move, get into debt with me when I'm trying to help you get out of debt. So I told her, no, don't join. Do not join. Do not make this foolish move until you are in a position to pay for it without getting into debt. That person did not join. And I think if this was Drake, if he saw that, I would have gave that individual back their money. not 50 grand. I say, hey, you know what, man, I love you. I appreciate you. Hey, as a matter of fact, here go your $1,000, $2,000 for your furniture. I want you to go home. Okay, I want you to go home. I want you to get your furniture, and I want you to go rock with my boy Anthony ONeal at the table. I want you to go get some wisdom and knowledge because I don't need your money. And here's the truth. You don't need my entertainment right now. You need wisdom. You need knowledge. You need to make better decisions with your money. Because we cannot complain like, oh my God, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Oh my God, interest rates are crazy right now. Oh my God, inflation is crazy. When you're going out here and you're making dumb decisions with your money. Now let's get off of Drake and let's get off of this individual who spent their money, their furniture money on Drake. What foolish things are you spending your money on right now to be entertained when you know you have other responsibilities? Why are we so quick to build somebody else's wealth rather than build our own wealth? Rather than put us in a position to where, yeah, we may be moving a little bit slow, but we're getting closer and closer and closer. I love Beyonce. I love Drake. I love what Lil Baby's going on tour, man. Kurt Franklin them going on tour. Lauryn Hill's going on tour. And you know what? I'm gonna be at Kurt Franklin and Lauryn Hill's concert. But I would never choose to go to them. I would never choose to be entertained at this season of my life so that I can be entertained. I make them wealthier, but I'm going home broke. Man, they said that Beyonce, I think what she did about 3 to 5, 8 million. I can't remember her exact number. I think it was like $8 million per show. Per show. They said she made $1 billion on this tour, more than $1 billion on this tour. Don't quote me exactly. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm like, wow. How many people sacrificed? How many people sold things? How many people didn't pay a bill? How many people didn't do this just because they wanted to be entertained? So listen, if you have to sell furniture, or put it this, if you have to go into your savings account to get 2 tickets to a concert, that means we have an income problem as well. And I would encourage you, I got a better investment than 2 daggone tickets to a concert. I don't care if it's Beyonce or Drake. How about you make a $400 investment into maybe a program like Course Careers? You see, what I love about Course Careers is the #1 rising industry in the world that's making millionaires, and I mean multi-millionaires, is the tech industry. You could do anything from tech sales, from UI, UX designs, you name it. For a $400 emergency, watch this, they're gonna give you $80,000 back a year once you get a job, plus commission. It could take you over to 6 figures. A $400 investment gets you $80,000 plus. A $1,000 investment gets you 2 tickets with the hope of you may get 50 bands. One time. So listen, if you would love to really get your income up, if you're ready to take control of your finances, if you're ready to really expand your reach when it comes to finances and have true financial freedom, I want you to check out my friends over at Course Careers. Go to anthonyoneal.com/tech sales. It's a $400 investment. It's self-paced. You can do this program within a matter of 2 weeks, up to 2 months if you need to. But I promise you, this is the investment that would change your life and your family's life. Check them out, anthonyoneal.com/tech sales. I'm gonna read this comment. Someone put on a comment up underneath my Drake stuff. They said, hey man, I totally understand your point behind this post, but obviously God has a plan behind this situation before this individual made that decision to attend the concert. Now, all we can do is pray for a better outcome from this day forward for them to make wiser choices. Now, question is, if Drake decided that he wanted to bless you with 50K, what would you do with that money? Make a post about that. Let's not knock the blessings, but continue to teach responsibility. Here's my response. I said, hold on a minute. Let's reevaluate what we're calling a quote unquote blessing here. Just because something appears to be advantageous doesn't automatically make it a blessing. If someone can't responsibly handle $1,000, what leads you to believe you can manage $50,000? $50,000 effectively. Let me say it one more time. They chose to spend $1,000 of their rent money to go to a Drake concert, and to be honest with you, to be in the front where she was, that was probably more than $1,000 for 2 shows. So if this person cannot manage $1,000 well, what makes us think this individual can manage $50,000 effectively? Can you explain how that's a blessing? No response. Here's my philosophy on this. And this is where I think the Christians get a little upset with me, my Christian brothers and sisters. And just because God allowed it doesn't mean God approved it. So one more time. Just because God allowed you to be blessed with 50,000 doesn't mean that God gave his stamp of approval on it. Just because God allowed you to get that car that you cannot afford doesn't mean God approved it. In the church, oh my God, I prayed for a house, and oh, I got a house. But you got no furniture in it. You got no groceries in it. Your light bills is late every single week. Just because God allowed you to get the house doesn't mean God approved you to get the house. What's the moral of this story? Love Drake. Drake has the 50 bands to afford to give away. I am so grateful for Drake's heart. I genuinely am. But I think he could have chose someone else who really, really needed that money to give that $50,000 to. Because that individual didn't need the $50,000. They needed some wisdom thrown in their face. Love you, Drake. If you see this video, call me. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all agree with me? Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Genuinely, I genuinely want to know. Like, I genuinely want to know, and I genuinely want to help you get there. I am not saying do not have fun. What I am saying is make the right decisions with the money. If you're following me, I'm giving you all the decisions you need. All right? All right. Peace out.